couldn't see the faces.
Was our Robert there?
Yeah.
He wasn't part of it, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because if he had been, he'd have been feeling my boot. Morning, Eric. Morning, Jack.
Now, Robert was all right with Katie, really.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's going to be like this for some time. You're just going to have to be patient.
Hi, Eric. I was wondering if you had the ballot box we mentioned.
I thought Gloria dropped it off.
No?
Oh, she said she was going to drop it off before she left.
She must have forgotten.
I thought the voting wasn't until tomorrow.
It is, but I need to get things sorted out.
Oh, I'm going to have a look inside.
Will you both be voting?
I might give it a shot.
Oh, good man. Many thanks.
Morning, Vicar.
Morning, Laurel. Are you really sure you should be doing that?
I've got to keep in shape and is that the ballot box?
It is indeed.
You're going to be stripping down to your dog collar.
I'm not in the running.
I wouldn't be so sure. How do you keep those white?
Well, they're just a sort of card.
Oh, right.
How about your chances?
Oh, I haven't been here long enough, and you know what I think? Louise will get the most.
She's certainly a very attractive woman.
Well, she's not just a woman, though, is she? She's a bar woman.
You haven't wasted any time, have you?
You seemed quite keen yesterday.
But I didn't make any promises.
And neither did I. It's only a demonstration. You don't have to go riding. All I've asked them to do is show you what's involved. Terry and I'll come with you, won't we, Terry?
Well, I'll be no use to you. Don't know the first thing about horses.
Well, you must have learnt something from all those Jilly Cooper novels you've read.
Yeah, but nothing about horses.
So, what do you think?
Doesn't look like I've any choice.
I'm not trying to bully you.
No?
No.
When do we have to be there?
12 o'clock, and you're not going to let me down, are you?
Anything for an easy life.
What do you mean, convincing?
Well, from what you've told me, and from the somewhat limited paperwork available to us at this point in time, it looks like her claim to the house is convincing.
Rubbish, it was left to us.
Well, if what she says is true, that the house was left to her sister and her by their father, then it belongs to Elsie by the simple fact that she survived her sister.
But what about the work they've done to it?
Doesn't change anything.
But all that was done in good faith.
Yeah, and all the money we spent.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll get that back, won't we?
Well, it's robbery if we don't.
Let's worry about the money later. Before you can do anything, we have to confirm that her claim to the house is genuine.
And how are we going to do that?
Well, I need to speak to the family lawyer. My office is on the case. I'll call back as soon as there's any news.
OK.
What's she playing at?
I don't know, but with the wedding 3 weeks today, we could do without it.
Right, I'm going to go and speak to her.
Hang on, just wait, Tricia. Let's just think about it.
Well, what's there to think about, Marlon? If we don't do something, she's going to snatch the house from under us.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, wait for me. You're not coming. Tricia! Just stay here and finish your nails.
I was in that club last night. I looked like last year's model. I wonder I didn't pull.
You're losing your touch, mate.
No, my touch is fine. It's my wardrobe that's lost it.
Yeah, well, I'm setting up with Marlon tomorrow. Sort out why, are you okay?
I don't suppose I'll be seeing any bonus on this one, will I?
I'll see what I can do for you. Don't you go blowing it on women if you do get one, all right?
Well, there's not much chance of you doing that, is there? Your love life's drier than an Arab strap.
There's always options.
So, yeah, no. Hey, up! Perfect timing. I've just persuaded Miss Potts here to vote for me.
Oh, there's no voting until tomorrow, and we need a sign saying it's £1 per vote.
Only £1? That's a cheap price to pay for pleasure.
I'm not voting for you.
Do you think I make a great Mr. March?
Unfortunately, only the women can put themselves forward.
Ah, that's not fair, that's sexist. That's the way it is. Looking forward to seeing Seth without his cap on.
That's £2.50.
Shouldn't it be more than that?
I'm doing a special offer today, £1 off every purchase.
That's very generous of you.
I'm hoping people will spend it on a good cause. I mean, it only costs £1 per vote for the calendar, and all the money goes to the church.
Does that mean I have to vote for you?
Of course not.
You do know it's an offence to bribe a police officer, don't you?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, it's my fault.
You two, Should stop bumping into each other like that.
How are things?
Fine.
I was thinking of coming over to see you later, see how the house was.
Oh, not tonight. I'm taking the kids to their pictures.
Oh, well, another time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Too keen, mate.
I know what I'm doing.
Morning, gentlemen.
I think you've mistaken us for someone you like.
Oh, no, I've always liked you two. Now, did I tell you about my special offer for the calendar?
Yeah, well, if she starts, I'll just give her a piece of my mind.
Listen, no fireworks.
I'm not just going to stand there and wreck everything that we've worked for.
No fireworks. You're going to be Miss Self-Control. We just want to try and make her see sense.
OK.
Promise.
Promise.
Hello, Elsie.
I've nothing to say to you.
Sorry about yesterday. We're not here for a fight, are we?
No.
Just want to talk.
How long's all this going to take?
Not long. Trying to approach this with an open mind, please.
Mr. Tate?
That's right.
Graham Murray, good to have you with us. So, when was the last time you were on a horse?
Oh, a long time ago.
Well, hopefully it's not going to be that long before we've got you back on one. Generally, you would have the place to yourself, by the way, but Natalie's agreed for us to be here.
I thought it'd be a lot more involved than this.
Oh, it's all very straightforward these days. We use the hoist to get the rider onto the saddle. Only takes a few seconds, so you don't have to worry about hanging there in midair.
Seems rather painless.
Well, the horses are obviously used to this sort of work, you see. That one's Fred. He's a docile old thing, but a real sweetie. You'll also notice that they are safety stirrups. Now, all that means is that if the rider was to fall off, they wouldn't be dragged by the horse.
That's reassuring.
What do you think?
Oh, it seems easy enough.
Think it might be something you'd be interested in?
Possibly, yeah.
Well, Natalie's not going to be long, so while you're here, why don't we get you changed and get you up there?
Well, I'm not sure about today.
Oh, everything's here. Why don't you have a go?
Because I don't have a coat or gloves.
Oh, I'm sure we've got something that'll fit you.
But I don't have a hat.
We've got all sizes.
Well, you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
OK. Where do I get changed?
Must have been a lovely house to grow up in.
It had its moments.
Edith was always full of stories about it. Wasn't she?
She was. I've plenty of stories about you, too.
Obviously meant a lot to her.
She always had a sentimental streak, even as a child.
You see, when we first came in, this place was just a shell. I mean, obviously, over the years, it had got the better of her. And that's why she moved into that home. I mean, the place was damp, windows were broken. You couldn't have lived here.
I know she neglected it. You don't have to tell me that.
I don't think it was quite as simple as that.
Oh, you don't know my sister.
Well, begging your pardon, but I think we probably knew her better than you do.
Really?
In the last few months, we've come to know her better than anybody, I think, yeah?
And you think that entitles you to take her house?
We're not... Okay. We're not taking her house. She left it to us. See, she didn't want to go on living in that home. She wanted to move in here, but she couldn't because the place was a ruin.
You must have thought all your Christmases came at once. Here was a sentimental old dear with not long to live. We'll elbow in and talk her into leaving her house to us.
You're the one who's elbowing in.
My poor sister turned over by a couple of gold-digging chances.
There's only one gold-digging chance around here, and that's you selfish old witch.
Marlon!
I've a good mind to call the police.
Go on then, call them.
No, it's all right,
I'll go out with the police.
Don't call the police.
Call the police. 999. I'm in the mood for a chat with the police.
Marlon!
Bring them on. Bring on the police. Come on.
So, Tricia, we'll just talk some sense into her. No fireworks. OK, Marlon, no fireworks. We can play it out, you muppet.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
Once you're on, you might feel a bit sick.
Where's that?
Oh, that's just because Mr. Tate won't be used to the movements or the height.
My wife could see me now.
She would be really proud.
Hey, looking good.
Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Right, now, we just need to get your feet into the stirrups and then we can walk out.
Sure.
Yeah, oh, the girls are always going to be with you, by the way, so you don't have to worry. We're just going to take this very, very easy.
How does it feel?
It just feels really strange to be up so high.
Any sickness? So, good?
Yeah.
Well, if you ask me, we need to take direct action.
What, like squatting?
Might not be a bad idea. What?
Nothing.
Well, at least I'm coming up with ideas, which is more than could be said for you, Mr. Self-Control.
Oh, love. It'll be all right.
I don't see how she can legally claim it if Edith left it to you. You have seen the will, haven't you?
Yeah, but it depends if it was Edith's to give.
Oh, we're going to lose it. I can feel it in my bones.
It'll be all right.
Is that all you can say?
Oh, I'm only trying to help.
Well, unless you can come up with something else, don't bother.
Hey, I've not seen so many long faces since England got beat in the World Cup. I thought you'd be busy sorting furniture and hanging curtains.
Not today, Laurel.
Well, it must be nice having your own place at last.
Oh, it's great.
They've had a bit of bad news, poor loves. Oh, what's wrong now?
No, nothing's wrong, nothing. She's winding you up, Laurel.
Friday tomorrow.
So it is!
You know what that means, don't you?
Friday, 5 o'clock, crackerjack.
Can you just try and straighten your back a little? You're probably going to find that a bit difficult to start with because you're using muscles that you won't in your chair. Yeah, that's it.
You're a natural.
I wouldn't say that. Feels very strange.
I think you're doing so well. Don't you, Terry?
Yeah, you're a braver man than me.
Sure, we'll be able to get you a few lessons.
Take more than a couple of lassies and a horse to get me on a horse.
You never told me.
Told you what?
You've got a bald patch.
Very funny.
You look great.
Ascot, here I come.
OK, I think that's probably enough for the first day.
Well, surely we can do a bit more.
Well, we've got to be careful, you know. You can develop pressure sores if we do too much.
Hold on.
There you go. Don't forget to spend it wisely. She's looking a bit glum.
That's Matt's homework for you. I should be upstairs doing mine, not working in here.
Well, I don't hear you complaining when you get your pocket money on a Friday. I bet it's a miscarriage.
No, it's not. She's cool about it.
A miscarriage is not something you're cool about, Donna. Even Barry White isn't cool about something like that.
Yeah, well, she's fine.
Why don't you take her a nice pot of tea and a cake, put it in the house?
Mum, I don't think a pot of tea is going to make up for losing a baby.
It might cheer her up, though.
Mum!
I'm trying to help.
Suppose you want me to ask her to vote for you tomorrow?
Of course not.
Well, if it's not that, you're in it for the gossip.
Donna, who do you think I am?
I'm not taking her a pot of tea.
Well, take her a can of pop, then.
Luke, I'm sorry if I was a bit snipey out of the pub earlier on.
Oh, that's all right. We've both been a bit edgy. Still engaged, then?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's on the phone to the family's lawyer.
Well, if he is, I hope we're not paying for it, because he's been on for ages.
Do you really think we stand a chance of getting it?
We've done nothing wrong. As far as I can see, we're innocent.
I hope you're right.
Of course I am. She said she wanted to leave the house to us. We're spending our money on the repairs. Oh, we agreed to her living there as long as she wanted. We're not lying about anything, are we?
I don't think so. Are we?
Well, we got the will and it's there in black and white.
Exactly.
I mean, she said she liked us.
More than once.
It belongs to us.
So many hours do you work then? Who knows? However many the slave master general there wants to give me.
I won't mind a job.
You don't want to work here.
I'd gladly swap it for my house just now.
Is it that bad?
It's a nightmare, Donna. Every time I move, my dad asks me if I'm all right.
You all right, love?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Oh, can't complain. How's your cake?
Cheered me up no end.
Oh, good. Least I could do. I'm very sorry to hear about your loss.
Mum.
Well, Donna tells me he's short-staffed.
We are down on numbers, yes.
Well, if you need someone else, then I could do some hours after school.
I suppose you could cover for Chloe when she's away.
thought that's what I was doing.
You charge premium rates, though.
When do I start?
Ah, talk of the devil.
I was beginning to think you were avoiding me.
Oh, no. I've just been very busy.
Has Gloria left yet?
This morning, early, so she'll be back soon.
Mr. Turner was just asking about our campaign.
Oh, good.
It all seems very hush-hush.
Well, that's politics for you, eh? Perhaps you could fill me in on the latest developments?
Oh, shall we do it at the cottage?
I thought perhaps maybe the Woolpack.
Oh, it could be very busy.
The cafe should be quiet.
Oh, I shouldn't go there if I were you. Viv won't give you any peace. She's on the campaign trail herself.
I'll just get a few things from the car.
You've got a keen one there.
Yes. Haven't I?
She's very good at wearing you down.
She is that.
Well, I've talked to the family lawyer. It took a little while to clarify things, but we've reached an outcome. He's faxed over the relevant documents. It's bad news, I'm afraid. Her claim is valid.
What about Edith's will?
It doesn't change anything. I'm sorry. I know how much this meant to you.
Well, what about the money?
Oh, well, there's a chance you can claim it.
What do you mean there's a chance? Surely she's got to pay.
Well, no, not necessarily. You see, you had an understanding with Edith, which, in the light of her death and Elsie's claim to the house, no longer stands.
But what about our big bill?
Is there nothing we can do?
Well, there's a possibility that if you claimed you were acting as contractors for Edith and were successful, then her estate would have to reimburse you.
But we weren't contractors.
Yes, I know. Look, whatever you do, you should get a good lawyer. Well, I'll leave you to think it over.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, I still think you should be careful.
Oh, come on, you saw how much he enjoyed it.
What's going on here?
Terry and I just had a small wager about whether you'd do it or not.
Is that why you were so keen to talk me out of it?
No. No, I'm not bothered about the money. I was just worried about you.
Well, I'd worry about yourself if I was you.
Why's that?
I booked you on a horse for tomorrow.
Are you going to do it again?
Yeah, same time tomorrow.
I'm so pleased.
Might as well strike while the iron's hot.
You really haven't booked me an horse, have you?
Yeah, of course I have.
You'll be all right, as long as it's a hobby horse.
I'm going to leave you to get on with your nonsense.
Listen, I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
It was fantastic, it really was. I just wish I could have done more.
You will, tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for today.
You're very welcome.
Wow, you got quite a spread.
Thought you might fancy a little nibble. Well, go on, Eric, take a bite.
No.
Now, would you like to debrief me on today's events before we discuss tomorrow's interview?
I hope you've got enough there for three. Gloria has an insatiable appetite.
Well, we both know she won't be home till tomorrow.
Ah, well, you never know with Gloria, because she could pop up at any time.
Eric, did you not like it?
No, I mean, yes. It was great.
Did get out of control, didn't it?
Perhaps. A little.
But it was good.
Believe me, it was fantastic. But just because Gloria isn't here doesn't mean to say that we should do it again.
Well, I'm not suggesting we do.
I'm sorry to bring it up. It's just that I didn't want to let things get out of hand, you know.
Well, we're just two colleagues sharing a bite.
Exactly. Good. Well, that's good then.
But it's very difficult being around you, knowing how good you are.
Mind if we join you, love?
Help yourselves.
How was school?
Fine. What can I get you?
Oh, I'll give Viv a shout. She could do with the exercise.
No, I'll get it. What do you want? The almond tart's really nice.
What are you doing?
I've got a job.
Since when?
Since this afternoon.
Well, you shouldn't be working.
Why not?
You should be taking it easy.
Dad, serving tea isn't exactly hard labour.
It's only been a few days.
So?
It hasn't took you long to get off this at all, has it?
Get lost, Andy.
He's just worried about you.
You only promised he'd back off. Well, now what can I get you?
Candles.
Them scented ones.
All round the edge of the bath.
Nice glass of chilled wine.
I love that bathroom.
She'll be in there now. Big glass of champagne in one hand, cigar in the other, smug little smile on her face.
Yeah, if there's any justice, she'll slip and drown.
She better not crack any of them new tiles if she does.
What are we going to do with this lot?
Unpack it till we find something else.
I'm not going to find something else. Not like that. It's just...
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Can't believe we've got to pay Mac tomorrow.
We don't have to. Maybe that's right. It ain't our house. Why should we?
Well, maybe we should try what Greg suggested then.
That we were contractors? Yeah. We didn't have a contract. Besides, the way he was hinting at it didn't sound exactly kosher, did it?
Mac's not going to be very happy.
Nothing new there, then. At least this way we can afford a proper wedding.
I'm sure he'd be pleased to hear that. What will you say to him?
It ain't our house. I won't pay him. Simple as that.